No, it's not.
Hey, girl on YouTube dropping nuggets, they don't know you need to find us. Inspiring people while she at her grind and keep subscribing. It's big need the capital one. They know impossible been had 30,000-40,000 subscribers and still dropping every video. Banger, they gon' alert, they still watching, getting paper, entertaining on YouTube, still popping. Unique Adriani just dropped, make sure you watch it. Been had 30,000-40,000 subscribers and still dropping.
Hi YouTube, it's your girl Unique, and you already know it's time to hang out with me. So I know y'all like, this girl be saying she gonna post a story time and she don't do. I'm sick if y'all can't hear it in my voice. But I'm still gonna try to post this story time for y'all because I promised y'all I was gonna do it. So if you hear my voice is all nasty sounding, it's because I'm sick. But I promised y'all, so here it is. Today's story time is gonna be my tattoo horror story, which I have 2 of them because I only have 2 tattoos. And each tattoo is a freaking horror story. So I'm just gonna explain that, and I'm just gonna tell y'all that y'all need to avoid the mistakes that I did. Okay. So I'm just gonna start with my first tattoo. My first tattoo I got for my birthday, a day after my birthday. So I got it July 12th of, I believe, 2020. It was for my 17th birthday. I've always wanted a dragon somewhere on my body, and I've always wanted a foot tattoo. So I was like, I'm gonna get a dragon on my foot. So I was scavenging, literally scavenging for a tattoo artist to tattoo my foot. And before I get into the video to continue any further, make sure y'all can subscribe to my second channel, Unique's Camera Roll. It's gonna be on the screen. I'll wait. Did you subscribe yet? No? Okay, so pause this video and go subscribe. What are you waiting for? Okay, anywho, like I was saying, I was scavenging for a tattoo artist. Couldn't find nobody. Everybody was hella expensive. Mind you, I've never, I just didn't want to pay over $700 like they were taxing for a freaking foot tattoo. So I was like, I don't know what to do, but I really want this tattoo. I'm just gonna go to a parlor, even though it was taxing even more a parlor. So I ended up going to a tattoo parlor on July the 11th. And this is when all hell broke loose. So I went to the parlor and they was like, oh, we can't tattoo her. My job was with my mom, and they was like, she's not 18, so we can't tattoo her. So I was like, I'm really not gonna get a tattoo until I turn 18. You've got to be kidding me. It was me, my mom, and my boyfriend, and we was all trying to find somebody to do my tattoo. My boyfriend was on the phone calling all his friends because they all have tattoos, and my mom was like calling other tattoo parlors to see. And at the time, y'all know COVID was really high back then, so they was all appointment only. So I was literally distraught. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I was ever even gonna get the tattoo. So told my boy best friend, and my boy best friend was like, oh, we're gonna give her a different name. We're gonna call her Ruby. Okay, my boy best friend was like, go to Ruby. And I was like, okay, let me see her work. And he's sending me her work, and he was like, here's her number, here's her Instagram, go look for yourself. Ruby did not have still to this day, which I'm gonna insert on the screen, didn't have no up-to-date tattoos that she did, but she tattooed my boy best friend not too long ago when I had asked him to send me her work. So I looked at his tattoo before, and it was looking good. It was good, it looked amazing. She tattooed some of my brothers, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to her. So she's sending me all of her work or whatever, a medallion, which was actually pretty cute. It was on someone's back. It was nice. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to her because I saw her work. So the day of, which was July 12th, of my tattoo appointment, she comes, I don't know if I sent her a deposit or not, but she comes to my house, and I had a friend with me at the time, and I was scared. I was talking to her, I was like, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, and I did not know how big I wanted my foot tattoo. I did not want it as big as it is. Here is pictures of what I expected. Y'all gonna see what I got later on, okay? So we're gonna fast forward to when it's time for her to do my tattoo. So I'm getting everything she needs. I'm getting her the ring light. I'm getting her a towel, a bag, because she needed a bag for trash and stuff. I'm getting when she wipes, y'all know when you get a tattoo and they wipe the ink, of course you're gonna need to put the paper towel or tissue, whatever they use, in the trash and get new. So I was getting her a plastic bag for trash. I gave her a chair, and we was getting ready to get started. The type of chair that I have that I was sitting on with my couch, it reclined. So I had my foot on the reclining part while I was sitting back in the chair. And usually when you get tattoos, they do stencils, and I didn't know, well, I knew that, but I knew some people drew it out. if they're a good drawer. So I'm just letting her do it. She used 2 colors, a black marker and a red marker, and I know that I knew for a fact I wanted all my tattoos that I'm getting are going to be in red. So I was like, I want my tattoo to be in red. So she was like, okay. So she proceeded to draw my dragon, and it looked like shit on my foot, like just scribble scrabble. So me and my at the time is just looking at her, and we're looking at my foot, and we're looking at each other, and I'm just giving her the faith, the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm just trusting this woman. That's my problem. I trust people too easily. Like, no. So you feel me? Like, she just drawing it out, and when I looked at it, when it was done, I saw what I wanted. Like, I saw in my head what I wanted. She saw something completely different from her drawing. So I'm thinking she gonna do what was in my head, what I wanted, the picture that I showed her, because she's drawing it from the picture that I showed her on the phone. No, that was not the case. So she's finished drawing, and she started my foot, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I screamed.
Fat, she done already started. Calm down. You gotta not think about it.
Me screaming, getting my tattoo. I screamed. It was hurting. The part that hurt the absolute most, which is the only part that's not finished, is towards my toe. I was able to sit through the middle of my foot towards my ankle, which my tattoo goes, it covers my entire front of my foot. The entire front of my foot, like my whole foot is covered with the tattoo. So I was able to sit through the top part of my foot and my ankle. My ankle is literally almost completely finished. So she started off with a dark color. The dark color when she was putting it on was like a purplish, dark burgundy-ish red. Like it was like a darker red. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go over it with the red so it can be brighter because you're brown. And usually like red tattoos don't show up that bright as you would like it on brown skin. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just trust you to tattoo artist, you know what you're doing. So she doing my tattoo and I'm literally screaming, y'all. It hurt so bad. It's my first tattoo and it was on my foot. I was screaming and I was squeezing the life out of my body. I was holding someone's arm. I was squeezing the arm. I was squeezing my body. Everybody was just like, relax, relax. And I couldn't relax. Like, it just hurt. It was like, when I asked her what the pain was like before she put it on my foot, she was like, it's like a cat scratch. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I was like, you've got to be me. I gotta sit here. She told me she was gonna be done in 30 minutes. She lied to me. I was sitting there for hours, y'all, to the point where it started to hurt when she started to rub the ink away, the extra ink. It started to feel like my foot was on fire. Like, it hurt so bad because the skin was so tender, so broken, because I was getting a tattoo and she was rubbing it so hard. So I was literally screaming. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I sat there for an hour or two and I tapped out. Let me tell you why I tapped out. The toe, my foot, ain't got no meat on it. It's skinny, okay? It don't have no fat, no meat, no nothing. And my bone is literally like poking. Like, you could put y'all know your knuckles, how you can touch your bone? That is how my toe is on my big toe, which was she was tattooing. The dragon goes from my big toe all the way up to my ankle. So I was like, no, stop. I will pay you whatever it is.
I can't. Wait, don't. Wait.
Hey, Zach, come on, fat. You done started now? Yeah, just don't think about it. Yes, it's too late.
And everybody in the room was like, no, this is what you wanted. This is what you're gonna get. And you know, I was literally like, let me take a break. And she was like, if you take a break, it's gonna hurt worse because you stopping and like it's gonna hurt worse. So I was like, okay, just stop. And I was so irritated because she wasn't trying to stop. So she finally stopped. And I'm looking at my foot. It was cute at first. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't ugly when I was looking at it, because it was like, y'all know fresh tattoos, they always look fire. Like, that fresh tattoo look, it always just, there's something about a fresh tattoo, like it looked good. So her and the girl next to me was like, it doesn't have a face, it doesn't have a face. And I was like, I don't care. And then the tattoo artist Ruby was like, you're gonna be so upset in the summer when your dragon don't have a face. And I'm like, no, I won't. I really don't care. Like, it is what it is. So I'm looking at it and I was straight with what it was. So, you know, time is progressing, and y'all, my foot was so fat. I have videos of my foot. It was so fat. I just feel like it was swollen because it was my foot, but it lasted a very long time. My foot was swollen for about a week. I couldn't walk on it for a week, like at all. I mean, like it was like someone literally was stabbing my foot, like literally, and it was so fat. Like my foot was like a freaking football. No. So I couldn't walk. I had to be carried everywhere I was going. My brother was carrying me from the car to the door, from the door to the car, from the freaking, I was crawling up the stairs. And when I was going to go see my boyfriend, he literally carried me on his back up the 2 flights of steps to get to his freaking room. Then I was so handicapped, y'all. Like, I don't think that's normal. Is that normal? I don't know. Yeah, and it was just for a long time, and I wasn't able to wear shoes. I would wear house shoes, and it was like open at the top, so it didn't really touch my foot, and I had to keep it moisturized. It was hard showering because I had to stand up, so it was hard to shower. I took baths. My foot was so, like, it couldn't be touched, it couldn't be anything. It was so bad. Like, the pain afterwards was worse than the pain getting it. So fast forward some more, it started to heal, and I'm keeping like A&D ointment on it, Aquaphor, and it starts to peel, it starts to heal. Y'all, my foot was itching so bad, and I know like your tattoos itch. This has nothing to do with the war story. You know, I know like it itches when it heals. It was itching, it was peeling. My foot was peeling off for 2 weeks. It was so nasty. That was a nasty experience I ever had. Like my freaking skin flakes everywhere. Like I would sleep on my bed, but I would sleep with a blanket, and I would have the blanket over me, and by the time I woke up I had all my freaking skin flakes all over my bed. Mind you, my bed is freaking white, my covers is white, so I saw all my skin flakes everywhere. Like it was so gross. Like no. So the swelling starts to go down, okay? As the swelling starts to go down, y'all, I'm looking at my tattoo and I just see all the mistakes she made. I don't know if it was because I was moving, I don't know if it was, but it looks terrible. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It started to bubble. When your tattoo starts to bubble, it's because your tattoo artist was going too deep into your skin. They were being too heavy-handed. My foot is bubbly. Like, y'all, I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna show y'all the pieces that's bubbly. It's not too bad to the point where it's like, ew. No, but like, I can tell because I examine my tattoo all the time. I'm like, what the was I thinking? Bubbly. And I was looking it up and it was like, you know, that's bad. Like you could either get infected or you can, you know, like it's bad. So I'm telling my boy best friend, and he ends up telling me that she went too deep on him and he got a big old scar on his arm. And I'm like, ooh. So it wasn't just me. That's how I knew it wasn't just me, because when my best friend gets tattoos, he just sits there like he's normal. So people enjoy the feeling of tattoos. So I knew that it wasn't me. She was going too deep. Like she was going so deep in my skin, and I knew that wasn't normal. The pain I felt, because when I got the tattoo on my neck, it didn't feel the same. I know it's 2 different body parts, but that person who did my neck, like so light, like he was very light-handed. He even told me that when I walked in there. He was like, it's not gonna hurt, you know, like I'm very light-handed. I don't go heavy at all. So when I looked at my foot, y'all, she ended up starting to go with the red on the claw, but if you look at the dragon, it's so skinny and it's so little, it won't even be able to have a second claw. And y'all know the little whisker things dragons have? One of them is out and one of them is down. I'm gonna put pictures on the screen. So I was so, like, now I've come to terms with it. It don't bother me as much as it did. I used to contemplate removing it, but people say removing it hurts worse than getting it done. And I even watched videos of people getting their tattoos removed. And I was really thinking about it because it's literally only like 1 minute of pain. And I can sit through a minute of pain for 5 sessions. That's fine. That's 5 minutes of my life. And I get this ugly tattoo off my foot gone. Then I went to another artist, which is when my second horror story comes into play. So this all ties in together, y'all. So I go to the second artist and he's so good, like celebrity good. He does celebrities tattoos, and he requires a $100 deposit. And I was gonna get my foot finished, but he wanted to charge me $500 to fix my foot, which I understand. Like going over someone else's work to make it good. Do I want to go through this pain again? Do I want to sit through here and not even be able to finish? Like that was what was going through my head. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna get a different tattoo. So I wanted the one on my neck, which I'll insert pictures of the one on my neck, and he charged me $100 deposit and it goes towards the tattoo. The tattoo as a total, I don't remember exactly how much it is. I think it was only $100 or $150 or something like that. I'm not sure, y'all. Oh, by the way, my foot costed $250. So anywho, I was like, okay. I sent him the deposit and I sent him the picture. He was like, bet. And then he was trying to talk me out of numbing cream. He was like, do you have numbing cream? And I was like, yeah, I bought some a long time ago, but I don't know if it works. And he was like, what does it look like? And I sent him a picture and he was like, oh yeah, that stuff don't work. It don't work. It does work, y'all. He was like, yeah, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Come at 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 p.m. So I was like, okay, I'll come at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So it comes the next day and it's time for me to go to my neck appointment, my next tattoo appointment. Yeah. My next tattoo appointment. He cancels my appointment like randomly, and I think I still have the screenshots. He randomly cancels my tattoo appointment and I'm so scared because I'm like, what if he's trying to scam me? And I go and I call him. I find him and I call him and I'm like, hello, why'd you cancel my appointment? And he was like, are you still coming? And I'm like, what? You canceled it. He was like, did you send your deposit? I said, yeah, I already sent my deposit. Like, what are you talking about? I already sent my deposit. He was like, okay, just come still. Mind you, my appointment wasn't even still. Because, like, once somebody cancels your appointment, it's back on their calendar, on their schedule Littlefied or Style C or whatever they use is back on their calendar. So I was like, okay, I'm still gonna come. They close at 9 o'clock, so 8 o'clock will be their last tattoo session, which was mine. So I was like, okay, I'll come at 8. Mind you, that time was still on their calendar. So I texted him, I'm like, I'm coming, I'm on the way. It was like 7 o'clock when I was on the way, and he's not responding to me, y'all. I'm calling him, I'm blowing his phone up. I knew it was in Atlanta, so I was on the highway going towards Atlanta. He wasn't responding to me. I was like, okay, because I had already put the numbing cream behind my ear. And I was like, what is going on? Like, the numbing cream pack is literally so little, so it was only a little bit, and it was very expensive. The numbing cream I use is expensive and it works. I didn't feel a thing behind my ear. So he wasn't answering. So I get there and it's like 8:02 when I get there. I pull in and my friend gets out the car and knocks on the door because I was about to go park. And one of his colleagues or co-workers or whatever, like made a signal like, like this. He was like, like close. And I'm like, I got an appointment. He was like, what's your name? And I was told my name. And he was like, you're not on here. I'm like, you just literally told me to come. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? And so he was like, oh, you can come a different time tomorrow. I said, I can't come tomorrow because I just used my numbing cream. And he was like, well, we about to close. And I'm like, I sent you my money though. What do you? So at this point, I'm irritated, but I'm trying to be respectful because this man still got my money. Like, so he was like, just come tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't want to come tomorrow because I literally have the numbing cream on. Like, I have saran wrap on it and everything. And he was like, we about to close at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, it's literally only like 8:05 because we got there like 8:02. The whole time we're talking, and I'm like, it's literally like 8:05. Like, it doesn't take that long to do a freaking Chinese letter than a butterfly. I got done with this in like 10 minutes, literally. And so he was like, yeah, but we close at 9 and we got a curfew at 9. We have to be out of here. Atlanta city rules or something like that by 9. So I'm like, okay. So I pull in the parking lot and he calls me. The same guy I just left calls me. It was like, hey, yeah, you can come. He gave me all his available dates and times. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to come anymore because I already used all my numbing cream, most of it. And it's expensive. I don't want to come anymore. He was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I got school. At the time I was in freaking school. I have to be on the camera at those times. He was like, okay, well, he was just giving me all these dates. Obviously he wanted that service. He wanted that, you know. I was like, is it a way that you can just do it now? Like, it's not gonna take that long. And he was like, no, I have city rules. I have city rules. And then everybody in the car was being nice to him, and he started being mean to everybody in the car, in my car, because they was trying to like make me feel better. They was trying to make me feel better. It was like, it's okay, Unique, you know, you can go here, you can do this. And then my boyfriend was like, I'll just give him an extra $100 if he do it right now. And then the guy on the phone was being rude and was like, tell your backseat drivers to stop talking. And I was like, okay, first of all, my friend was like, you know, you need to calm down because he still has your money. I'm like, I don't care at this point. So then my friend was like, okay, well, we don't care. Like, I was like, okay, yeah. So then I texted him. I was like, you know, is it a way I get a refund? He said no refunds. I'm like, you cancel my appointment and you let someone else go. This is all you. Like, yeah, I don't understand why stylists, nail techs, tattoo artists, anybody who gets a deposit and something on the stylist, artist, anything happens on their end, they keep the person's deposit. What the fuck? No, this is on you, not me. But if it's on you and you giving me service and I paid you the deposit and you can't come through for me, you give me my money back. You have to compromise with me. I'm a customer. Like, that is bad for business. So he told me no refunds. So at this point, I'm irritated. Like, I'm irritated as I got his Instagram, I got where he work at, I got all of that. I called my brothers and I was like, y'all, this man with me. And so they was like, calm down. Everybody telling me to calm down before it get escalated too far. Make a claim with your bank. So I was like, you so right. I'm just gonna make a claim with my bank. So my boyfriend was like, it's okay, we can just go to a different location. I'll pay for your whole entire tattoo. We gonna go somewhere else. So we ended up going to a different location. If y'all see like my vlog of when I got this done on my neck, we went to a different location, got it done. My boyfriend paid for it. All was well. I was so freaking happy. I still got my tattoo done with the number cream, everything. And then the guy who took me, they was right before they was about to close. And he still was like, it's okay. I'll keep the shop open. Everybody else go home while I do her tattoo. They like, thank you. Relieved wasn't even it. I drive home, showing people my tattoo. Okay, I'm driving home. Everybody finna chill at my house. My boyfriend, my friend, we all finna chill at my house. So I ended up texting the guy an apology on my end for coming 2 minutes late because I just feel like that was the right thing to do. I was like, I'm sorry for coming 2 minutes late. Da, 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 da. And then he gonna text me talking about some business is business, keep it simply is business, and then sent me $50 back and kept my other 50. I was like, what the f? So I still made my claim to my bank because you're not finna sit here and play me. You're not finna sit here and play me. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a good citizen. I'm trying to change my life around, and you gonna come at me sideways? Well, it wasn't even my fault. Like, you canceled my appointment first. Yeah, I'm not trying to yell because my mom is sleeping. But anyways, like, I was trying to be a good Samaritan. Your ass wanted to be a fucking asshole. That was fucked up. Like,